you have to be passionate, you have to put every day, you have to practice, you have to do everything different to achieve it. Right? So I'll just come to the next introduction of what we are. Education basically is born because of one thing, that we want to create a bridge between the corporate world and the institution or the students. We want to bridge in by giving you some practical orientation about what corporate world is all about. At the same time, education is also into certain works of marketing, business consulting, but that is related to something of, that means that we are doing it as a separate business line. But for you guys, it's more concerned that we create a benchmark or a platform wherein there are certain set of companies coming, there are certain set of colleges, students selected come in, and we create that for you to get the job opportunity. So the best one takes the job, right? Who pays attention in the training, who learns what he is being taught, and therefore is passionate and is trained every day. So education is doing all these things for you to get into the corporate world, right? In a nutshell. So now you know what education is? Okay? So I'm doing it very small and quick. You go to the movie. We actually had 3 placement weeks last year, out of which there were 40 different companies participated. There were salary brackets from 2.4 to 6.5, and it went off to different numbers, and there were 700 students who participated. There's so many of your seniors got had participated, and some of them also got the job. So it's this time, we are expecting more number of students to be getting the job from this placement weeks. Last time they were not trained. This time we are training you also. Okay? We'll see a small movie if the audio is supporting us. Otherwise, we'll directly move to the training session. From the overall selection criteria which went last year, we had more than 100 students participating and getting jobs. There were 700, but overall 3 went. We were able to place more than 180 students, and the whole area, and we want this time to increase it to at least, in your batch only, at least to 60%. So there is no less opportunity with us, but there has to be good, competent student for that job, because you have a competition with all the colleges which are there and getting trained by us, right? So put in your best if you really want the best in your life. Okay? I would now like Sara to be taking over and start the session. Please give her a big hand.
So my name is Sara Ann Schuchart. I'm from Language Development Services. I come together with Education to offer communication training to all of you. Okay, so first we'll be looking at what communication is and the different components. We'll be looking at body language, eye contact, tone of voice, all of these things. Your job is to really interact, okay? I want questions, I want you guys to participate. I don't want to stand up here and talking head, very boring. Yeah, okay. So, to start with, let me tell you just a little bit about myself. I've been back and forth to India for the last 15 years, so some familiarity there. I still don't speak too much Hindi, so everything will be in English today. Okay. And I'm very, very fascinated and passionate about how people talk to each other, how we share information. So that's the basis of everything that I do. I want us to share. The more sharing we do, the more we know each other, the more we exchange ideas, and the more business that can be done. Okay? So do we have the slides ready? So today we have a lot more boys, right? Yesterday we had a good amount of girls and boys, and again we're somewhat segregated. Boys on this side, girls on this side. What is that? You notice, see, you're wrinkling your face up like, what is she talking about? But it's true, just look around. Let's see. At one table, look, a boy and a girl sitting next to each other, and one more table. Everything else is very separate. It won't be like that in your business world. So you better get used to talking amongst yourselves, amongst gender, all of that. Let me see here. Young man, let's ask you what you think communication is.
Sir, ma'am, it's point of view that communication is very necessary in the
What is it? What is it?
to interact with each other.
Interacting with each other. Okay, so what's your name, sir?
Pawan Mehrotra.
Pawan Malhotra. Okay, so Pawan here is saying that communication is interacting with each other, right? See, who wants to add to that? Give me another component of communication.
Communication is a two-way process where one is receiver and one is the communicator. Sorry, the sender.
So one is the sender, one is the receiver. And how does that work if I'm having a conversation? I keep changing back and forth. Receiver, sender, receiver, sender.
There is one medium too, and medium may be medium means the thing you are using to give your whatever you want to communicate. Yes, your message. The way you express your message, it passes through a medium. It is first encoded and then after decoded by the receiver.
So I can tell my friend here, what's your name? I have to read it. Nafis, okay. So Nafis has been reading a lot of books. Because he's giving me this very complex receiver, encoded, this, that. Oh my gosh. When I am speaking to you, I'm not thinking, let me receive and encode my message and I'll get it out. My first answer, I like that better. It's interacting, right? And the one word there is the message. There's a message that's going back and forth. Tell me some of the forms of communication that you think you will be using when you go into the corporate world.
First of all, communication is something whatever you want to say, whatever you want to deliver, that should be correctly conveyed by the other person. So that's the main thing.
I'm asking her not to define communication, we've defined that. I'm asking her to tell me what forms of communication she believes she will use when she goes into the corporate world. Let me put it this way, will you be SMSing your senior? Ah, really? And you'll be writing C letter, U letter, later LTR, very good. See you at meeting? No. Maybe after you develop some rapport with that person, but what form of communication are you most likely to use when you are first entering your corporate